We're recording. Okay, I'm gonna share my computer, my share screen. All right. Everything that I'm putting on here, I'm gonna send to you guys on the chat. So don't worry so much about having to copy anything or write any of this stuff down because I'm gonna send you guys the presentation. I did this more so that I can keep myself on track and not babble all around. Okay. Um, no worries. Recording. I'm sorry, I'm telling Talia that I'm recording. All right. First of all, welcome to our post-summit team call. There's Amy. She's hopping on. If you look at the little underlining line right there, it says Driven Goals Elite. And the purpose of this call, regardless of the fact that we're going to share summit with you, what we learned and what we're taking away, that's the whole point. That after being at Summit, after spending so much time with some of the top coaches, after seeing how they grew their teams, I was like, why aren't we there? Like, we so have everything it takes. We're just not working together. We're throwing spaghetti at the wall. Like, if you guys really ask yourselves, have you worked the business? I think that you can pretty much realize why we're not elite. And it's because we haven't really worked the business. We haven't really come together as a whole and said, okay, let's do this. So, first things first, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of the agenda. I think that it's something, the event goes by really fast, and sometimes you don't realize everything that's happening, but towards the end you start soaking it all in. And what they say, and what we always say when you go to Summit, take bits and pieces of it and try to tweak as you go. You don't want to take everything and just try to change everything at once, because then you get overwhelmed. Sometimes some people get overwhelmed with Summit. One thing I do love about Summit, and for me, and I'll tell you, and one of the reasons why I want to have all of you guys there, our goal is to have 30 brand new body partners from Team Driven there, is because every time I leave Summit, I know what it does for me. This is my 7th summit attended, and every single summit has had a different purpose. And this is not just about the business. This changes you as a human being. I've taken my husband. My husband doesn't work the business. Yes, he does the workouts, but it's changed him as well. It's a time where you spend 3 days, you regroup, they feed you all the tools you need to feed your mind. There's Talia. To feed your mind, to level yourself up. And it's honestly very rewarding, and it's a great investment, because I think we are very quick to buy the dress, very quick to invest in our hair, very quick to buy the latest trend. But when it comes to self-growth, we feel that it's selfish. Oh, it's selfish for me to invest in myself. It's selfish for me to go to Summit. No, it's not, because you're trying to become a better human being. What's the whole point of having all this stuff on the outside if in the inside you're broken? So my hope is, after this call, not only that we come together so that we can, as a team, shoot for elite, but all of us be at Summit next year. All right. So let me hold on. That's Celia. Let me mute her real quick. Oh, yeah. Sorry. All right. So Thursday, we all got in on Wednesday night. Wednesday, some people roamed around and did what they wanted. The event starts Thursday. So Thursday we have the Disoniso luncheon, which is basically where everybody meets. It's the only time that the entire team is together. That's the time after the luncheon we'll usually check in. You'll get your lanyard, whether you're coming in as a coach or a partner or an emerald coach or a diamond. That's where you get your big recognition and your medals. That day we went to Megan's workout, which was great. We ended up having one of the girls that had teamed, one of my friend coaches had extra tickets, and we were able to get Maite in there, and we got Amy, and it was great to be able to work out on stage and be able to have my girls there, because it's definitely different when you know that they're out there watching you. We had opening night. Opening night is a time where they start announcing the people that go for the what is it? The Beachbody Challenge, where the winner wins $100,000. They introduce new products, if there's any. For those of you that like the vanilla chai, so that you know it's going to be a permanent flavor now, which is awesome. And then that night, we ended up going to dinner. Some people usually go to dinner, or they go to they go to bars. Friday night, we had the 7 a.m. workout with Jennifer Jacobs, which was great. Then we had a general session with Erin King. She was a keynote speaker. I had never heard of her. I am in love with her. She's super funny. She honestly left me with something that has changed the way I work my business. I'm going to share with you guys with that today. I'm going to share that with you guys today. But this is the thing about these events, that you grab things from here, you grab things from there. These things that's going to, this is your business. So you get to tweak it how you want. And going to these events teaches you different methods, different things that maybe you didn't think of before, that you can make them yours and will obviously help you grow your business. After the general session, we break out for lunch. Then we go to workshops. The workshops are in tracks where usually you have top coaches talking about different topics, either it be social media, growing your tribe. And usually what happens is everybody gets the same training, and that's why it's in a track. And then after the workshops, which usually let out about 4:30, everybody goes to take showers, and then everybody goes out to dinner. They hang out with their team. We went out to dinner, which was super nice. We had a really nice dinner. Then on Saturday morning, usually what we do is Friday, and this is weird because this is the first summit where on Friday night I actually went to sleep early, and we made sure we had dinner early, and by 10 o'clock everybody broke because we knew we were going to be in the super workout. The super workout, my favorite event, honestly, from the first day that I went to the super workout. Danielle's been there. She can tell you, like, there's just so much power in so many people. So many. Look, I think about it and I cry just because of the energy. They don't open the doors till 5 in the morning. These people like basically camp out there. When they open the gates, it's like a herd running to the stage. Super cool. And that's the that's the hour and a half workout where all the trainers come out. Each trainer gets about 8 minutes. The super workout usually lets out about 7:30, close off the streets. Again, one of my favorite events. And then after that, everybody usually breaks out for the general session. The second day we had Kendra Haw, which is another amazing speaker. I had actually read both of her books. I highly recommend, and I think if you guys have been with me for a while, you know I've read the book, The Stories That Stick and The Stories We Tell Ourselves. Two amazing books. They're going to help you write posts. She teaches you how to write a story, how to write different stories from different perspectives. And I highly recommend it. Then after that general session, we broke out for workshops. And then we had our closing ceremony, which is basically that's where they announce the top coaches, they announce elite, and then they give the $100,000 to the winner of the Beachbody Challenge. And then after that, it's party time. It's the last night, and Sunday, everybody goes home. I had the pleasure this year of being with Maite and Amy, and I think since both of them had gone last year, I even told Maite, and I told her, I said, doesn't it feel awesome to be together? Like, doesn't it feel good? Like, we felt like a team. It wasn't like it wasn't like I felt I was hanging with my friends, you know, and it's just a good feeling. We watch out for each other. It feels like family, to be honest with you. And even meeting Danielle for the first time, I had never met her in my life, and I met her for the first time at Summit. And I told her before you hopped on the call, my Dan Amy, I'm like, we were talking so good about her, you know, during this summit because she didn't know us. She drove all the way to this house with these Cubans that were crazy, they're loud, they were dancing, that were drunk, making rebotillo, like breakfast, and she just fit right in. And it was just a really nice feeling. So I was gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have Maite share her takeaway, her biggest takeaway, and then we're gonna have Amy see if she can share some stuff with us. Go ahead, Maite, take it away. Your biggest takeaways.
So for me, I mean, obviously, something that everybody always tells us that I keep hearing from all the top coaches and everything else is obviously it's about making the decision to do what it takes to put in the work because obviously, like Amy said, I mean, a lot of us are here and we're doing what we can, but we're not really doing everything we can. We're just kind of just putting it aside and yeah, when we can. So I think it's about making a decision and also when we were there, there was I think it was they had one of the top coaches had a presentation and she was talking about being prepared for obstacles and just letting those obstacles guide you along the way. And hold on, I had taken a page from her thing that was really interesting. So she was saying she gave us the 7 steps to embracing change. And I think that's a big thing for us because a lot of us are afraid of change and the change that is required to become a top coach. And that's one big thing that I grabbed from her was that, yeah, that we need to embrace change. We need to prepare ourselves for those no's and, just have what we like a plan in place and just be prepared because people are going to have things that they're going to tell you. So just be prepared for that because there's always going to be people that tell you no. So you might as well be prepared for that. And yeah, and I think like Amy said, I mean, I just feel like this year is different. I mean, it's just we left with the feeling that everything is going to really come together this year. And I don't know, I feel that way. I went this morning and I went to the beach to watch the sunrise. I actually ran out of time and I had to make a choice whether I wanted to go watch the sunrise or do my workout this morning. And I was like, you know what? I feel like I need to go meditate. I'm going to go to the beach and we're going to go meditate because I just really need to soak up what happened at Summit and just, like I needed to process all that. And when I left there, I just felt like I had this feeling like this is really going to happen this year. Like I think there's big things coming for our team. And I think if we work together, we can really do it.
Thank you, Maite. Thank you for sharing. Amy, you there? Kuka, can you talk?
I'm here. I'm stepping out really quick, so I'll show my face in 2 seconds. Hold on. Okay. Can everybody see me?
Yes.
Can you guys see me?
Yes, you're good.
Sure. So, well, my takeaway honestly was just the speaker. Aaron King was the one that took my breath away with the excuses of how there are no excuses. If you leave, oh my God, why does it have to be so loud here? If you leave no room for people to be able to give you a no, a way out, then that's their no, that's their way out. I loved the part where she said, she gave this ultimatum. Basically, she said, well, where would you like to meet? Would you like to meet on Saturday at 11? Or would you like to have a Zoom call on Sunday at 2? That basically,
yes.
That was my takeaway of like, oh my God, it wasn't like, do you want to talk about it? Can I follow up with you later? Can I talk to you someday? Can I call you tomorrow? That leaves room for no. That really leaves room for, I don't have time for you. But if you set those boundaries, you set that parameter for them, you give them this day or this day, I'm available both days. 9 times out of 10, I think people are going to tell you, oh, okay, Sunday's better for me at 2, So that was my takeaway. Honestly, the whole camaraderie of everything, just cheering for our girl Amy on stage, being a part of it, being a part of a group, enjoying each other, talking about the same thing, wanting the best for each other, wanting the best, looking at my husband, looking at me, enjoying all of this and feeling good. I mean, I'm somebody that suffers of pain every single day. And for me, working out and being healthy is my livelihood. It is what it is. It's what makes me keep on ticking. So this is a lifesaver for a lot of people, and hopefully it works for most people. So that was my takeaway.
Thank you for sharing, Kuka. Yeah, I'm trying. I don't know where, but I was trying to find out today. I've asked everybody to see if I could find the Aaron King complete speech because it's something that you guys all need to hear. Like the way she aligned the story, I can't explain it to you completely because we're not gonna do it as good as her, but the way she aligned she told the story was beautifully put. Okay, and my biggest takeaway was exactly what Amy was saying. So this is what I did for you guys. I went ahead and I put it here because it's something that even though you weren't there, I'm going to explain it to you really quickly and you're going to be able to apply it starting now. Because it's that one thing, like this is exactly what Amy was talking about. Okay. It's this selfie that you see in the back, you have to listen to the whole presentation to understand it. But the whole basis of the story, so that you understand, is if you're doing the things, there's going to be a point where the stars are gonna align for us all. But you have to do the thing. If you don't do the things, they're not just gonna come to you. And her whole thing with this story was that it was one message that changed the entire trajectory of her career and has put her where she is. And maybe we're all that one message away. You know, we never know. Maybe you're that message away from meeting that superstar coach that's gonna blow up your team. But if you don't send the messages, you're never gonna find them. They're not gonna come to you. They're not gonna come knocking at your door. We have to go look for them. And if you're on this call, you know that I looked for you. I messaged you. I took 7 and 8 and no and 10 no's, and I didn't give up because I knew that there's somebody out there that needed it. And what I always say, it might not work for everyone, but if it lands on the right lap, it will be life-changing. So the biggest takeaway was this, and this is what I'm going to explain it to you guys real quick. I'm going to send these slides to you, so don't worry, you'll have it. But basically what she did is that she said, like Amy said, it was don't give room for no. And these were the don'ts and the do's. And I'm going to do the don'ts first because this is usually how we try to close a business. Okay. Let me know what you think after they saw a sneak peek or you send them a sample workout. We don't do that. When would it be a good time? You're giving them room to figure out, to think. What's the first thing that person's going to think when you tell them, when would it be a good time? They're going to say, I don't have time. That's already giving them the room for the no. If I don't hear from you, I'll follow up. That means that you're already telling that person that you're going to bother them and drive them insane. So this is what she told us. Instead of using those, don't do that. Flip it. Don't give them room for the no. And so these are the do's. Instead of telling them, let me know what you think, day or day. When do you want to meet? Sorry, when do you want to meet? Monday or Wednesday? Not tell me when. No, you give them, what day do you want? That automatically they're going to think what day they're open, not the fact that they don't have time. Opinion or opinion, not what do you think of this, but elaborate. This one or that one? Vibe or vibe? Same thing. Yes or yes? Kind of eliminate the no. And I think that for me, that whole thing with the date, like Amy says, is that when do you want to chat? When do you want to chat about Beachbody? Monday or Wednesday? When are you available? Saturday or Tuesday? That right there is something you can implement right now and will definitely get you closing more customers. Okay. So our big goal, and to end the summit talk and what we really came here for, the goal is 30 partners. You see in the bottom picture, that's Maite holding a 10, that's me holding 10, and that's Amy holding 10. We want 30 brand new partners. If you want to bring your hubbies, then that means that the number is going to grow. But we want to bring 30 new partners. We know what this summit does for us, how it can level us up as individuals, our business. And it's just the experience. You deserve it. You deserve to be in a room with people that want more. You deserve to be in a place where you're getting the tools to be able to level up. And today I shared in the chat with Robin Sharma's book, saying that you don't have time to work on your mindset. It's like saying that you don't have time to put gas because you're driving. It's going to catch up to you. You're going to run out of gas. You have to feed your mind. You have to take self-inventory. You have to figure out other ways to be better. And a 3-day event like Summit will definitely do that for you. So how do we get you to Summit? And this is something that I thought of today because I know that right now, one of the biggest problems is we're all so worried about money. Finances are not well. We feel guilty investing in ourselves. And before we started the call, we started recording, I said it. I said, I know that we're so quick to buy the dress. We're so quick to buy the shoes. We're so quick to get the newest iPhone. We're so quick to get, but when it comes to investing in us, oh no, I feel guilty. No, my kids need this. Oh no, my kids need that. It's not important. And I think we need to change that. So this is what I came up with. Okay. It's a payment plan to yourself. Okay. Summit next year is June 19th through June 23rd. It's really June 8th. You would have to get there. The 19th of June is a Wednesday night. It really starts on the 20th. So if you can't get there on the 19th, the 20th is also fine as long as you get there before opening night, which is at 8:30 at night. But realistically, these are the dates. And if you give yourself this payment plan, this is how this can work. Right now, if you purchase your ticket by tomorrow, and I'm telling you because I've already been at this too many times, they're going to extend the price for another month. So you're really going to have until August 30th to buy your summit ticket at $150. So let's say as a between here and August 30th, you're going to invest $150. This is a payment plan to yourself by buying the ticket. Okay? Where we stayed for summit, I've done this a couple times before, and I know that it's better to stay within the area, but away because you don't want to be so overcrowded. We stayed in Airbnbs. Maite stayed in a great one, which is actually little houses. The prices weren't expensive. We actually paid a lot less than the people that were staying in hotels. Selena, that was with us, stayed in the hotel, and she paid $1,200. We found properties that you can stay for max for all the days. We stayed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Saturday, 4 nights. Okay, me and Kuka with our room with our couple, we paid $660 with taxes included and everything. So I rounded it out, and per couple, you would have to spend $700 approximately. Maite, that's around what you paid, right? For yours, because I know that we were looking at staying in the one you were at.
I paid with the by the time the extra fee came on, it was closer to 800.
Okay.
It was about 800.
Okay, so about $800 per couple. The one that we stayed at was $663. So we can figure it out. The point is that if you can reserve by January, which come January, that means you have 6 months from now. You either invest $700 per couple, or the way that I saw it is if we don't want to come with your couple and you want to come by yourself, you can get a room. The place where we stayed has units where 4 people can stay, and it could be 4 girls to a room. You divide that by 700, that's $175 per person. So $150 in June, $175 in January if you're traveling solo. If you're traveling with your couple, then it's obviously going to be more. And if you're going to want a room on your own with your couple, it'll be $700 at that point. If you purchase your plane ticket by February, you should be able to average it at around $300. Okay, so February, you buy your tickets, and then then come summit, which would be between June 19th and June 23rd, with $300, you have plenty of spending money. You guys we can do Instacart, which is what we did the summit before. We were stricter on doing sandwiches for ourselves. We all made little snacks. We were constantly eating from the house. And if you think about it this way, you're breaking it down. And it's, like I said, a payment plan to yourself. So if this is something that you guys want to do, first step is buying the ticket. And then let's start talking about reserving a property. Let's start looking at it from now. The quicker we search for one, the cheaper we're going to get it regardless. Does this sound doable for everybody? Right? If you break it up this way, doesn't it sound a lot better? I thought so. All right. So why we're really here. Okay. Elite. And this is what I want. And this is something that I want it because I want it for all of us, and I want all of us to benefit from it. And this is what I'm going to explain. All right. First of all, we have some coaches on here that are new and might not understand the whole team concept. And this is why I created this diagram that you see here. Our upline, the mothership is Diesel Nation. Okay. Within Diesel Nation, we have Diesel Core. Diesel Nation is ran by Becky Brose, the sisters, and Christina Delgado. They're the ones that started Team Diesel Nation 11 years ago. From there, there's a stem of Diesel Core, which the leader of Diesel Core is Monica Lopez. That's my coach. And then from there comes Team Driven. And the reason I did it this big and I made us that big and I put us in bold is because, believe it or not, we are a big part of Diesel Core. Okay. And we are a big part of Diesel Nation, and we can be bigger if we really wanted to. We have the energy, the spirit, we have what it takes. Unfortunately, this is a business that if you don't come together, nothing's going to happen. I can't do anything on myself. It has to be everyone together. But this is the one thing I've known. Every time I go for a rank or every time I go for a goal, it only takes 2 things. Forget about your coach. If you've tried coaching before and it didn't work, Forget about if you've been a failure at this before. Forget about all that. I'm telling you because all it takes is like a light switch to go on and off. It takes a decision and a deadline. You can wake up tomorrow and say, you know what? I am going to be this. And from now on, I'm going to work towards being this. And whatever you did before is not going to matter. And as you start getting smaller wins and you start moving closer to the thing you want, the fact that you didn't get it before is not going to matter anymore. So I wrote this list down because these were the people that said that they were in. Okay. I have Marlene, Danielle, Jesse, Amy, Talia, Erica, Maite, Lewis, and my second CBC. Because you guys know I have a second business center, which I can basically franchise myself. And if you're counting there, those are 9 diamonds. Those are 9 diamonds. And I'm looking and I'm making it my goal, just like I'm asking you guys to level up. I am doing the same. I have to make sure Lewis stays solid. I have to make sure my second CBC stays solid, and I have to make sure that my first business center stays solid. So I'm there in the trenches with you. Okay. Now, what is it going to take? And first of all, how are we going to do this? We're going to come together as a team. We're going to come together. We know what the goal is. If I know that I right now have 9 people that are lined up, the least we can come up is 5-star diamond, which that will honestly, that will take us to elite. The first thing I think everyone needs to do is regain your lifetime rank. If you don't know what that is, that means that if you've ever advanced to either emerald or diamond, your first action step should be regain your title. And then from there, we start building up, okay? The way we're going to do that, and I think that once those of you that have worked with me before, the diamond roadmap simplifies how easy it is to be diamond. I know that at the beginning, I used to think, oh my God, this is so hard. And all of a sudden, one day, Monica sent me the map, and I did the map, and I filled it out, and I was like, 12 people. This is not that bad. 12 people. And when you see it on paper and when you're writing it down, it's a lot easier. Top partner takeover calls. Those are the calls I mentioned about. I just shared the Facebook group, and I highly recommend that even if you can't get on the live, on your way home from work, on the way back, when you're doing laundry, when you're washing dishes, listen to it. Something's going to stick. You have to stay plugged in. If you don't stay plugged in, there's so much white noise outside that it's not going to happen. So I'm committing to these with you. If you guys haven't noticed, I've already tagged you on, I think, the day 1. I didn't tag on day 2, and I tagged on day 3. But if you go to the page, you'll be able to listen on there. The business tracker, I'm going to share it with you guys in the chat again. I know that a lot of us are like, I can't do all that at once. But the thing with the business tracker is that if you do the activities, if you don't invite, it's not going to happen. If you do the activities, maybe not every day, commit to the business tracker 3 times a week. I promise you, it compounds. This business is not hard. It's simple. It's just easy not to do the simple things. But the business tracker keeps you on track. Again, 12 people. Think of the people that you want to do this with. 12 people is it's like Erin says it, it's your Thanksgiving table. It's your Christmas table. You know 12 people. My first 12 weren't unknown people from the internet. No, it was my best friend, my mom, my sister, my husband. Yes, those people around you, you know 12 people. Diamond gives you notoriety. Diamond gives you okay, now my business is in a different place. It gives you that authority, that title, which is what's going to help you level up. Again, Diamond is only 12 people. I'm going to offer one-on-one mentorship. I'm going to send you guys know that I like to do the one-on-ones. I'm going to send you guys after the call. I already created it. The time slots for this weekend, and I'm also going to do time slots for next weekend. Get on one-on-ones with me. I'm going to send you guys a form so that you guys can tell me what your goal is, and we can talk about different things. Amy, I need help with social media. Amy, I want to understand the compensation plan. Amy, explain to me the cycle bonus. Whatever it is that you need to know about this business, I'm willing to go on a one-on-one with you and share it with you. And if I don't know the answer, I know somebody that does. Body partner master classes. I'm gonna start doing that again. That's how Jesse signed up with me. So that you guys know Jesse's in Colorado, so is Erica. Danielle is in Kansas, so don't feel like we're all Miami. No, because I know that sometimes hurts me, the fact that I don't have everybody in the same state. That doesn't matter. We're staying connected this way, and we have a bigger purpose. So the body master class is going to be basically like a sneak peek that we're going to do. The first one I want to host is going to be on, and the way that we're going to do that is that you guys, I'm going to create the flyer, and you guys should want to invite people to the event. It's going to be a 30-minute info session of basically explaining who we are as body partners, how we earn, and how they can join us. So whenever I host one of those, what I typically do is that I'll ask one of you guys or two of you guys to host it with me, and we all invite to this call, and then we plug these people in. Now, if you've been with me before, you're gonna know a lot of the times where you catch the person is not when we're doing the call, it's in the recording. Because once I'm done with it, we're gonna record it, and you're gonna have a call, or you're gonna have a material of you speaking of the business. And that's something that once you're on the call with me and you host it with me, you're gonna be able to shoot off to someone else, and it's coming from you, you know? So it's gonna be an easy way for you guys to start becoming leaders in your own team. And then events, I'm open to opening events. I want to be able to do a workout a month. I know that you guys should. I know Maite opens up events all the time, and she's been trying, and she hosts them. I'm more than willing to go and meet you guys wherever you host one, whether it be virtually, whether it be anywhere. I'm open to, and if you guys have ideas, please bring them to me, and it's something that we can do together. All right. By when? Because we said that what do you need? You need the decision, and you need to decide when, because we're not going to be sitting here throwing spaghetti at the wall. So what I posted on here is the 2 quarters that are left in the year. Okay. And the way I'm going to explain to you guys why these quarters are important next. But the way that the bonuses work, okay, in Beachbody, it's by quarters. And the way that ranks work are by quarters. In order for you to be able to be a lifetime rank, you have to hold the rank for 6 weeks. It's not just getting it, you have to hold it for 6 weeks. So let me explain. On July 5th, the 3rd quarter is going to start. And the 3rd quarter is from July 5th until September 27th. Within those dates, we have to have, okay, 6 consecutive weeks of holding that rank. That means that everyone on the team must hold their rank that we're trying to reach for 6 weeks. However you want to put them in that time, it has to be consecutively 6 weeks. So ideally, the way that you look at it, if the last week that we can be that rank and hold it is August 23rd, we want to try to get there before then. Because usually when there's so many pieces are coming into play, you want to, by the time 8/23 comes, you already want to be there and just hold it, not having all these things into play. So what I'm thinking is, and my plan is for our team is we're going to take the goals, we're going to spin them in 2 quarters. Okay. So my invitation to you, okay, and you guys know that we get paid every Thursday, and this is going to be by Thursdays. So the first Thursday of August is August 3rd. I say by August 10th. By August 10th, you have to reach that first goal, whatever that goal is going to be for you. Okay. And we're going to come together, and by August 10th, it should already be there, and we can start qualifications then. That way, if by any chance we were to slip, we still have a week to make it up. So our first initial goal is going to be August 10th. And then that would be for the 3rd quarter. And then the 4th quarter starts October 4th, okay, and ends December 27th. So if the last week to be able to get it is November 22nd, and the biggest problem that happens with that week is that it's Thanksgiving weekend, and everybody, nobody wants to care about that. My suggestion is that for the 2nd quarter, our cutoff date will be Thursday, November 9th. Okay, so August 10th, November 9th. Those are our deadlines. And you're saying, okay, well, what is in it for me? Like, why do I really want this? Why would I want to create this goal? And number one, it's going to keep you on track. Working the business, showing up every day. If you're hustling this, it's going to keep you on track. Maybe not maybe as perfect as you wanted to, but a lot more than if you were not working the business. Okay? Experience growth. You're going to see growth. You're going to start growing as a person because you're getting uncomfortable, because you're doing these things. You're going to become a leader. And that ultimately, and you know what, when I was sitting at Summit, I'm like, what is something that I want? And I think I'm really good at being a fitness coach. I'm really good at that. I'm really comfortable with being a fitness coach, but I also want to be your mentor. I want to be able to show you guys how to make fucking money and really say, not only do I feel good, but I can also make money, because I know there's a lot of undermining. Oh no, you can't make that much money, or oh no, that's a scam. No, you can make money, because my friends, I see it every single day, real money. We just have to go for it. You have to be intentional about it. All right. You get to find your people. And that's one of the best parts for me. You know, I'm a people person. When you're searching for people like you, you're gonna find the people that are gonna come to your team are gonna be like you, because that's what you're gonna attract. You're gonna have a purpose. And I don't know about you guys. I don't know where you guys are individually. I don't know. I mean, I do know some of your situations. I don't know some of yours personally, but for me, I know that I got pregnant very young. I left my house very young. There was a lot of things I feel I could have done with my life, and I didn't, because I jumped the gun. I got pregnant. I left my house. I became an adult too quick, and I didn't take the time to grow myself as a professional when I was younger. And now I see that this is a platform that not only will give me purpose, but will make me feel fulfilled. And like, fuck, you know what? I did do something with my life. I'm not just working for the best job that I can find, or the best job that's going to pay me. So, and purpose in the sense that once you find and you see that it happens, that people thank you and they're like, thank you so much. You don't know how much you've changed my life. I'm not saying that it feels good, but yeah, it feels good to know that you were able to do something for someone. That feeling is priceless. You can earn the Success Club trip. Huga was on the Success Club trip with me this year, and she will tell you they treat you top of the line. It's something that when I first started the business, my husband wasn't too sure of this whole thing, and I told him, watch, I'm gonna take you on this trip, and you're gonna love it, and it's gonna be awesome, and my goal is gonna be to take you. And I was able to take him, and he saw how great they treated us, and he saw what the company did for us, and he was like, bro, you know what? This is out of hand. So Success Club trip, obviously, if you start growing your business, is something that's going to come organically. All right. You're going to help those you love most, because usually you're going to realize, and especially, like I said, the people that are going to start your organization are going to be the people that you know and the people closest to you. You're going to watch them get healthy. You're going to see them lose their weight, feel better. And it's going to be because of you. You get to empower women, and then you get to earn an extra income. Okay. But above all, and I'm going to stop recording. And this is really what I wanted to share. Hold on. How do I stop? Stop.